We're here with Brandon Watson talking about this weekend's upcoming CRA Super Series event at Anderson Speedway in Anderson, Indiana. It's about a 9-hour haul from the home base here in Barrie. And Brandon, you're coming off of a disappointing finish, but a strong run at Toledo. You got to feel pretty good heading into Anderson.
Yeah, I think it. Like you said, it was a strong run for the most part. Unfortunately, a bit of bad luck. Halfway through the race, our motor blew up, but we're looking to get some improvements here at Anderson this week. We learned some stuff at Toledo, so hopefully we can move forward to that and get the car going a bit better at Anderson.
Now, obviously, when you look at a tight bullring like Anderson compared to a place, the sweeper corners along straightaways at Toledo, two tracks, not a whole lot alike. But what exactly did you learn about your program, about this car in particular, that you'll be able to implement at Anderson this weekend?
I think like a lot of stuff we learned was most of the stuff adjustments on the car. What helped to get the car to turn, helped to get grip off. Like you said, from Toledo, we still need to find some grip off. So hopefully adjustments we make will get some grip off at Toledo, Anderson. Like you said, it's a lot different track, so I might get a bit of adjustment for me from Toledo, a half mile to this tight little quarter mile high bank. So I think there's quite a few things we can pick up on. Hopefully it'll help us out in Anderson.
Now, you mentioned at Toledo that you didn't have the qualifying effort that you wanted to, but Toledo, the size of Toledo, you're able to sort of pick your way through the field. At Anderson, it's a totally different ball game, a lot tighter. I mean, you're going to be stacked up with the fellow in front of you and the guy behind you. I mean, you're not going to have a whole lot of room to move. How important is a good time trial effort going to be this weekend?
It'll definitely be big. You won't want to be halfway or farther back, especially at Anderson. So tight racing, you never know what's going to happen. You can get caught in a wreck, you have nowhere to go, stuff like that. So qualifying is going to be big for us. We're going to have to hopefully get up in the top 6 or something would be nice. Just out of the mid pack where, like I said, anything can happen really. Car gets loose, they all stack up, and before you know it, you're in a wreck. So hopefully up the front, keep our nose clean, and that'll be a big thing for us.
125 laps on a quarter mile can go by in an awful hurry, especially if you get a green flag run. That's got to be playing in your mind the whole time, I'm sure. Is there going to be a different strategy heading into Anderson as opposed to Toledo and New Smyrna?
I'm not sure. It'll definitely be tough on me, like endurance-wise. It'll be a hard race for me. I'm going to try and have to keep tires on, obviously, and try and keep a lot of energy for me as for the end of the race. They say it's a hard track to race. Like it takes a lot out of you at Anderson, so I have to try and keep some energy and hopefully keep some tires on the car and keep the bumper clean. Maybe be there at the end for us.
Now, so far, in 2014, we've raced on half miles. Track's a little bit bigger than a half mile. Going to Anderson, I mean, do you feel as though a tight facility like Anderson is more of a driver's track than where you've been in the first two races of your season?
I guess you can say that. It's definitely a lot quicker. A lot of stuff happens a lot quicker there. You might not be going as fast, but you definitely have to be on your toes more and be ready for anything.
How important is a good finish at Anderson after what happened at Toledo with the blown engine and the obvious disappointment there?
Yeah, it was definitely big for us. Hopefully get us on the right track. Hopefully we do get a good finish. Like I said, it wasn't the greatest start of the year, but we gotta forget about that and try and do the best at Anderson.
Now I see you guys have the car on the hoist behind you. You're working hard, getting ready to depart for Indiana. So switching the car over from Toledo to Anderson, how many adjustments do you need to make to this piece to make sure that you're going to be competitive?
We're making a few adjustments. We're doing some brake stuff. Hopefully, had a few problems recently with brakes, so we're putting some different brakes on to try and help us. We're gonna have to use a lot of brakes at Anderson, small tight track. Doing some spring stuff, different springs from a high bank to a long track like this, or a long track like Toledo. So there's a few things that we're trying. Hopefully, it'll work out for us.
Now, we mentioned at Toledo about the entry list that we're getting ready to head down there. And I think anytime you're with the CRA Super Series, you're going to have a lot of big names you're going to have to battle. Anderson's going to be the same story. TJ Reed on the entry list. Current point leader flying Brian Campbell, he's going to be there as well. I guess at this stage of your career, you really can't worry about the guys that you're racing against.
No, you try not to. You just know that there's always going to be a lot of tough competition down there. Most people there are going to be very tough competition. So you just got to expect the toughest, and you got to come prepared.
Now, I know it's not possible with a lot of support. Go ahead and thank the folks that are going to make sure that you get down to Anderson and get ready for competition.
Yeah, of course. I'd like to thank Sheer Metal Products, Rotor Trimming, Brake Frame Alignment, Lightworks Design, cloth synthetics and a smart exchange.
And make sure you check him out on Twitter at BrandonWatson15. Check out the website, BrandonWatsonRacing.com. Brandon, best of luck, my friend. We'll check back in with you early next week and get your post-race video debriefing, and we certainly hope to hear good news about this number 19 from Anderson. Best of luck this weekend.